Sai Ram. On a daily basis, we make hundreds of choices and take hundreds of decisions. Should I get up at 4 a.m. or 7 a.m.? Should I have my breakfast with chutney or with chutney powder? Should I wear shoes or should I wear Hawaii slippers? You get my point, right? However, there are some choices and decisions that we just aren't able to make and take, even though we spend hours, days and weeks on it. And for such decisions, we just wish that there is Swami to guide us and give us the right answer. Now here is a technique that has helped hundreds of people around the world in taking the right decision based on advice from our Bhagwan. And it works even in Swami's physical absence. Let me take you back in time to the summer of 2006 to the hostel of the Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning. Though the summer vacations had been declared, quite a few students had stayed back. Why? For two reasons mainly. One group of students had stayed back hoping to be among the students selected by Bhagwan to travel along with him to Kodaikanal. The second group of students felt that there was no way Swami would take them to Kodaikanal, but they wanted to stay back so that they can enjoy a few additional darshans, interactions and hopefully close interactions because the number of students staying back were less. That year, it got confirmed that Swami was leaving on the 9th of April. So on the 8th of April, everybody who was in the hostel began to make preparations. Some were preparing to leave along with Bhagwan to Kodaikanal, being part of his blessed entourage. The others were making preparations to go home, make bookings via flights or trains or buses so that they are at their native place for their summer vacation. It is here that I came across the phenomenal experience of a certain Prasoon Das. Prasoon had his bookings for the 9th of April precisely, back to his hometown. And he said that he had done his booking 1 month in advance. I wondered how on earth did he manage to get that correct date. He said, Swami told me. Now this was surprising because I had never seen Swami speak to him during those days. So I asked him whether Swami told it to him in a dream. He said, no. Swami told it to me via a toss. I did a toss in front of Swami and the answer came 9th. A toss? How did you do the toss? I mean, what did you write on the chits? Usually, we ask a question to Swami and write 2 chits, yes and no. Swami, should I do this? And we throw those 2 chits. Yes means we do it, no means we don't do it. Prasoon Das says that he felt Swami was definitely leaving for Kodaikanal in the month of April. And therefore, he made 30 slips dated 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. And threw 30 chits in front of Bhagwan and picked up 1 chit. And it happened to be the 9th of April. So he did his booking for the 9th of April. Wow! This is the technique that I was referring to, drawing lots in front of Bhagwan. It has helped so many people, myself included, on so many occasions. Of course, for this the prerequisite is implicit and 100% faith. Faith meaning I am sure that it is Swami sitting in front of me and he is giving me the answer and I am talking to him. Which in turn means, number 1, my choices or decisions cannot be adharmic or unrighteous. I cannot ask Swami, should I loot 1 million from a bank or should I loot 10 million from a bank? I am not able to decide. No. Should I harass him physically or should I harass someone mentally? No. Now that is the reason these things are called Dharam Sankat in Hindi or moral dilemma. It's a dilemma, no doubt, but it is moral, it is not immoral. It is ethical, it is not unethical. So therefore, all our choices, I am saying all because like in the case of Prasoon, you may have even 30 choices. So should I continue in this job or take a new job? Should I get married now or should I complete my doctorate and then get married? So these are the kind of choices that we need to place. Both are right, but I am unable to decide which one to take. A second point that has to be kept in mind while using this technique is as beautifully described on page 120 of this book by Diana Baskin, Divine Memories of Sri Sathya Sai Baba. By the way, if you get this book, don't stop at reading only the 120th page. This whole book is such a magical delight. It's awesome, awesome, awesome. Phenomenal experiences, superb insights. Okay, let me come back. So, what is the second point is that whenever we want to ask Swami for a decision, we must not have any preferences, priorities or likings or desires of our own. Because Swami, God, never enforces his will onto us. He always says yes, yes, yes to anything we ask. So, if I want to get truly Swami's answer, I must be an empty vessel, allowing his answer to come into me. There is a way to check this also. Suppose I want to know whether I should do something or not, and I write 2 chits, yes and no, and throw it before Swami. Before picking the slips, just examine yourself and see if you have a preference for anything. Whether I'm hoping that I just hope it comes yes, I just wish it comes no. If such a desire or a wish exists, then we have not surrendered truly, and we cannot depend on this method. If when I close my eyes I feel whether it is yes, it is Swami's decision, no problem. Whether it is no, it is Swami's decision, no problem. Then I can go ahead and pick one of the slips and get my answer right. Summing up the whole thing, putting lots in front of Swami with full faith in him is a technique that works 100% provided we keep 2 things in mind. One, that none of our choices are adharmic because we have full faith that we are doing this in Swami's presence. And second, we have totally surrendered to him. We have no priorities, likings or choices, and we are ready to do whatever he gives as the answer. Dear brothers and sisters, with personal experience and conviction, I say that when we do this, every time we always will get the perfect answer, and then we will be happy and peaceful that we did in alignment with the Lord's wishes. The Gayatri Mantra is the most powerful, effective and universal among all the mantras. Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, our beloved Swami, would say that anybody and everybody should chant the Gayatri. And there is no particular timing for this mantra. It can be chanted anytime, though it is supposed to be most effective during sunrise, sunset and when the sun is at its peak at noon time. There is also no particular place where this mantra should be chanted. As long as it is not done casually, it can be chanted everywhere. Such a universal mantra, it is said, Sarva Roga Nivarini Gayatri, meaning the Gayatri mantra removes and frees us from all diseases. Sarva Dukha Parivarini Gayatri, it removes all sorrows. Sarva Vancha Falashri Gayatri, meaning all our desires are fulfilled by the Gayatri, and these desires are not just in the physical realms, in the mental, emotional and spiritual realms as well. What strikes me most amazing about the Gayatri is this is the mantra which Swami publicly propagated to all. This is possibly the only such mantra that Swami did. In fact, in public discourses, Swami taught this mantra for all to follow. The incident that I am going to narrate is recorded by Dr. M. Vijay Kumar in his book Divine Prescriptions. It was 1985 and he was along with a group in the interview room and Swami had called them all in. along with a mother and her 6-year-old daughter. During the interview, throughout, this mother kept crying inconsolably. And the little girl was seated on her lap, not understanding what was happening. And Swami seemed to have turned his attention completely to this little child. He was answering all her questions, he was asking her questions, and it appeared to everybody as if it is only Swami and this little girl in the interview. After a while, Swami gave this girl a photograph of his own for her to keep. And then this girl began to ask, Swami, should I put this photograph in a frame and hang it on the wall, or should I put it in a tabletop frame? And Swami was answering her. Swami said, no, you put it in a tabletop frame. Swami, where should I keep that photo? In my room or in the hall, in the living room? Then Swami, in his omniscience, he says, you have that window from which sunlight comes, right? You keep it there, because then you will be able to see it from your bedroom as well as your living room. This kind of small talk with this small child, it went on, and everybody was wondering, why is Swami giving so much attention to this little girl? I'm sure all of us also would have felt this at different points of time in our life. Why does Swami give attention to some and not to others? Well, we don't understand. What can we understand? The divinity, the glory, the love, the magnanimity of our Swami. From my experience, I just know that whatever Swami does is for our best, is for our good. That day in the interview, out of his love and magnanimity, and also to teach all of us, humanity, for years to come, a very, very powerful lesson, Swami quickly turned towards the others in the group and said, Air India, Kanishka, father. At that time, in 1985, this was the big news. The Indian Air India aircraft, Kanishka, had been taken over by terrorists and blown up over the ocean, and there were no survivors in that airliner. All people were dead. And it was evident that this girl's father was also one among the passengers. And that is the reason Swami was filling that girl with strength and love and compassion that would last her the lifetime and many more lifetimes after that. But the interesting point that happened towards the end of the interview, after the mother was consoled, the girl was strengthened, and after they were sent, Swami turned to Dr. Vijay Kumar and told him, there were 250 people on that aircraft. Even if one of them had chanted the Gayatri Mantra once, this accident wouldn't have happened. As I read this incident and its implications synced within me, I was just thrilled. Can you imagine the power of the Gayatri Mantra? It's not about saving an aircraft from explosion and crashing. It is about clearing the karma of 250 plus passengers just by chanting once, that too by one person chanting it. Oh my God. This is so powerful. As far as the Gayatri is concerned, Swami would say that people consume many different kinds of fruits because different fruits provide different nutrition. And then Swami said, the Gayatri Mantra is like a concentrated mix of all fruit juices. If we just consume the Gayatri, it is enough to nourish us physically, mentally, most importantly spiritually. It will give us all nutrition, all protection. Let's all firmly resolve to make this beautiful, powerful, awesome Gayatri Mantra an integral part of our life. Thank you. Jai Sai Ram.
मंदिर में आवो साई, मन मंदिर में आवो साई, साई भगवान दर्शन दिखाओ, साई भगवान दर्शन दिखाओ, साई भगवान दर्शन दिखाओ, साई भगवान दर्शन दिखाओ, मन मंदिर में आवो साई, साई भगवान दर्शन दिखाओ, साई भगवान दर्शन दिखाओ, साई भगवान दर्शन दिखाओ, मन मंदिर में आवो साई,
राजराजेश्वरी जगन्मोहिनी, राजराजेश्वरी कृष्ण मुरारे राधा गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारे जय साई मुकुंद मुरारे जय साई मुकुंद मुरारे राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारे नंदा नंदा राधे गोविंदा नंदा नंदा राधे गोविंदा राधे गोविंदा साई गोविंदा राधे गोविंदा साई गोविंदा सत्य साई मुकुंद मुरारे सत्य साई मुकुंद मुरारे राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारे जय साई मुकुंद मुरारे राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारे नंदा नंदा राधे गोविंदा राधे गोविंदा साई गोविंदा सत्य साई मुकुंद मुरारे सत्य साई मुकुंद मुरारे राधे गोविंद कृष्ण मुरारे
भस्मभूषितांग साई चंद्रशेखरा भस्मभूषितांग साई चंद्रशेखरा कालनेत्र शूलधारी साई शंकरा कालनेत्र शूलधारी साई शंकरा भस्मभूषितांग साई शंकरा सामगान प्रियकरा साई शंकरा सामगान प्रियकरा साई शंकरा हर 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 शिव शंभो नटन शेखरा हर 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 शिव शंभो नटन शेखरा कृतिवास साई त्रिशूलधारी साई शंकरा श्रीकांत साई सामगान प्रियकरा साई शंकरा हर 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 शिव शंभो नटन शेखरा प्रतिवास साई देव साई शंकरा साई शंकरा साई शंकरा साई शंकरा साई शंकरा
अल्लाह भजो मौला भजो हे अल्लाह साई भगवान अल्लाह भजो मौला भजो हे अल्लाह साई भगवान
जय साई नमो जय शुभदाई नमो जय गोविंद जय गोपाल जय महादेव नमो जय गोविंद जय गोपाल जय महादेव नमो जय जय साई नमो जय शुभदाई नमो प्रदाता विश्वविधाता अभय प्रदाता विश्वविधाता जगदोधार नमो जगदोधार नमो जय शिवदीशा जय पतीशा जय परमेश नमो जय शिवदीशा जय पतीशा जय परमेश नमो जय जय साई नमो जय शुभदाई नमो जय गोविंद जय गोपाल जय महादेव नमो जय जय साई नमो जय शुभदाई नमो अभय प्रदाता विश्वविधाता जगदोधार नमो जय शिवदीशा जय पतीशा जय परमेश नमो जय शिवदीशा जय पतीशा जय परमेश नमो जय जय साई नमो जय शुभदाई नमो
साईनाथ भगवान साईनाथ भगवान
बिना सुख शांति नहीं, हरि भजन बिना सुख शांति नहीं, हरि भजन बिना सुख हरि नाम बिना आनंद नहीं, हरि नाम बिना हरि नाम बिना आनंद नहीं, हरि नाम बिना हरि भजन बिना शांति नहीं, हरि भजन बिना शांति नहीं, जप ध्यान बिना संयोग नहीं, जप ध्यान बिना संयोग नहीं, प्रभु दर्श बिना प्रज्ञान नहीं, दय धर्म बिना सत्कर्म नहीं, भगवान बिना कोई अपना नहीं, हरि नाम बिना परमात्मा नहीं, हरि नाम बिना परमात्मा नहीं, हरि भजन बिना शांति नहीं, हरि भजन बिना शांति नहीं, हरि नाम बिना आनंद नहीं, हरि भजन बिना हरि भजन बिना हरि भजन बिना सुख शांति नहीं।
शांति शांति शांति, भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। भूर्भुवस्वः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो न प्रचोदयात्। शांति शांति शांति, ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। ईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वः प्रचोदयात्। शांति शांति शांति।
Om Sai Ram, Bhagavan's counsel for today. In the name of Guru Purnima, you perform some pujas for some persons and waste your lives. There's only one Guru. He is God. That Guru is within you. You are seeking the Guru all over the world. Your gunas, qualities are in you in the form of Brahma, Vishnu and Maheshwara, Trinity, and can protect you, elevate you or ruin you. When you act righteously and pursue the right path, they will protect you by their Vishnutva, divine potency. Sin or God have no separate existence. Our actions and thoughts assume the forms of sin or merit as the case may be. The royal road to happiness and the removal of sorrow is fight action. The essence of all religions, all teachings and spiritual paths is only one thing: love. Develop that divine love. Above all, whatever your difficulties, whatever the ordeals you have to undergo in any situations, do not give up God. God is one. Jai Sai Ram, and now we shall offer Mangala Arati to Bhagavan.
Om Jai Jagadish Hare Swami Satya Sai Hare Bhakta Jana Samrakshak Bhakta Jana Samrakshak Pati Maheshwara Om Jai Jagadish Hare Shashi Vajana Srikara Sarva Pranapati Swami Sarva Pranapati Asmita Kalpalatika Asmita Kalpalatika Avatardava Om Jai Jagadish Hare Mata Pita Guru Devam Mariyandayunive Swami Mariyandayunive Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nada Brahma Jagannatha Nagendra Shayana Om Jai Jagadish Hare Omkara Rupa Jai Om Sai Mahadeva Satya Sai Mahadeva Mangala Arati Mangala Arati Mandara Giridhari Om Jai Jagadish Hare Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana 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 Satya Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadgurudeva Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana 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 Satya Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadgurudeva Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana 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 Satya Narayana Narayana Satya Narayana Narayana Om Jai Sadgurudeva Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu Samasta Loka Sukhino Bhavantu Shanti, Shanti, Shanti Jai Bolo Bhagavan Shri Satya Sai Baba Ji ki
सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्